There we go, Facebook. Namaste. God bless. How are all of you? I can't do this. Look, sorry, guys. Just before I came on, I amused myself. It's pretty funny as hell. But look behind me. Claire is growing. One of my palm trees is growing so fast. It looks like a Indian headset behind me. So much. I can't do this tonight. I can't. I'm just laughing at myself. But I hope you guys had an awesome Sunday. I'm going to try to get my composure. Forget the thing. I'm laughing at a palm leaf. I mean, this is out of bounds. But hopefully you guys are well, and I gave you a little chuckle. Facebook always sends me the analytics, if that's how you pronounce it correctly, of who watches my show. Not you, not as a person, but the age group. There you go. I had to get my thoughts straight. I keep thinking of the headset. But basically, my core audience is 40 to 60, and that's that's basically where I am. I'm in the upper, more towards the 60 kind of thing here. But the biggest thing we learned growing up that I love to this day, and I still adore. Too bad it's not around. Excuse me. Was if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Remember the elders would tell us that back then, especially the Italian ones. Then they would turn around and call you stupid. But parents were all kind of hypocrites, in that kind of fashion. But what they were teaching us back then, along with the Saturday cartoons, which I'll get into as well, what they were teaching us back then was a basic quantum law. What you say, you bring. And it's the premise of tonight's show, but I'm going to start with the inside and have it work on the outside, and I'll get to my point. But the Saturday morning shows, I used to get up at like 6 a.m. and like 5 a.m. And it's funny how I still keep that pattern even earlier now. But there was a show on called Lost in Space for all your upper echelon people out there. And remember the robot? Warning, warning, warning. That's basically the quantum field telling you to shut the hell up. And because you're going to get exactly what you're sending out. And I'm going to read this interview that I watched the other day, and I found it astounding, from the 72-year-old woman who you wouldn't know looked. You wouldn't know her age by looking at her. Absolutely beautiful. You can tell a peaceful soul. But she noted some important quotes, and I'm going to get to one from Dolores Cannon as well. But she mentioned the fact that every human being is a creator. We know that. And they create their life through their thoughts. We all know that too. It's not that our thoughts are powerful, but we are powerful. Remember that, guys. That's a very important quote in that. It's not that our thoughts are powerful. We as a whole, we are a electromagnetic radiation machine that is connecting out there with all these things. And so when we focus on a thought and hold that focus, that thought will manifest in our life. Very simple components of the basic laws of attraction. And that speaker was Rhonda Byrne. Yes, Miss Rhonda Byrne, 72 years old. I mean, God bless her. I mean, she looked fantastic. This lady was just out of bounds. I mean, she didn't create the secret until she was like our age, in the early 50s of her life. So it's never too old. You're never too old to really turn around and change everything in your life. Look at Colonel Sanders. He got his first Social Security check at 65. It was for like $90. He said, "Oh, this is bullshit. I'm going to sell my chicken instead." And guess what he did? But he didn't start till he was 65. So I love the fact that my show is popular with the echelon of age that needs to hear this, because there's always a way to turn around things. And most importantly, with your thoughts, but with your speech as well. Your speech shows the world who you are. I don't give a shit how nice you are, or try to be, but you can't hide your feelings. You really can't. They're going to come out in your verbiage. It's going to come out in all ways, good and or bad. But Dolores Cannon, who I loved, she was into the aliens kind of thing. That's way out of line for me. Granted, if they're out there, yo, what's up? How you doing? But she noted an amazing, that this is a lesson that you guys need to learn, like I still learn to this day. Wait, I'm off my grounding mat. Let me fix my little feet here. But she mentioned, she goes, don't say today is going to be a great day. Imagine that. I mean, imagine I'll say, today's not going to be a good day. No. She was being more precise. This is what I mean. You got to be precise with your verbiage. You got to be precise with your talking, and I'll get to the quote box. She said, today is going to be a great day. She goes, don't say that. She goes, today is a great day. Because when you say today is going to be a great day, when? When, meatball? When? Tomorrow? Next year? Next week? Does that make sense? This is what she was getting at. This is what I mean. Precise talking will give you precise results. And I love that. It's like saying, I was brought up to say I am, the affirmations, I am well, I am blessed. And you're well in what? You're blessed in what? You got to be more precise with what you're telling the universe every single day with your talking. So how you feel inside is what you're going to bring on the outside. And if you got shitty feelings about yourself and about life, that can only manifest on the outside because you're speaking it. It's called negativity in whatever you're saying, acting, being, or doing in life. We all try to be good. We all, granted, I think we're all good people, but we suffer from this psychosis per se. It's called a paradigm. Our paradigm way of thinking, because that paradigm way of thinking is going to be our paradigm way of talking. Hence, we're going to bring about it. So if you don't believe you're going to be something and you try to affirm, I'm well, no, you're not, meatball. You're well at what? Does that make sense? It's all about changing how you speak, which will change what you bring in life. Now, the quote box today, I'm trying to find, here we are. Trying to find Rhonda's info. I want to share that with you, but I'm going to get right to the quote box. Stop talking about the way things are unless you like them. And this was the hardest lesson for me because I was always told to shut up when I was a kid. So therefore, when I got older, I figured I can say anything I want. But the problem is my paradigm of thinking was in the gutter. So therefore, I just kept sending out more gutter to get back more gutter. And when you guys really grasp this for yourself, you realize it's so simple, but it's so powerful. We're not just, our thoughts aren't powerful, guys. Our thoughts are powerful, but we as a whole are powerful. And it all starts with thought indeed. But when you start feeling it, you start speaking it, you're going to start bringing it. This is the beauty of quantum science and the law of attraction. But let me get to Rhonda's info. 72 years old. This lady came out with a secret back in 2000, I think it was, almost 20 years ago. So back then she was in her early 50s and created this monster that opened a box to help people understand that what they think is what they bring. Hence 35 million copies. And little FYI, you know what the biggest selling book of all time is and still is? With 9 billion copies in print? The Bible. So I guess somebody believes in faith. But at the same time, it's a great thing to go by when you understand what you're speaking is what you're bringing out there in life. It was the biggest lesson for me. I didn't understand why I kept bringing all this shit in my life because all I was sending out shit every single day. Paradigm is the noun. It's your patterns of thinking, speaking, whatever patterns you are set in, hence the creature of habit, goes with your feeling. Generalized body consciousness. So feeling is a whole. So what you're sending out, you're going to bring back in your life. And when you realize who you are as a person and the type of words you're telling yourself every single day, when you start being more precise, like it is going to be a good day. No, it is a good day. Not I am successful. I am successful at what? You gotta be more precise. And when I started changing what I was saying to be more precise, to bring about what I want, like I mentioned on the other night, I think it was last night's show? No, 2 nights ago. I mentioned about this place here. I literally dictated it verbatim, and then I ended up writing it down. And guess what? It kind of manifested almost exactly the same way. The only difference is I wasn't in Florida. But I got this big palm tree behind me, man, and they're kind of all over the place. So I kind of created it, Florida, in my own little realm here at home. So stop talking about the way things are. Stop. If you can change your dimension of time where you want to live. The future, okay, fine. Talk about the future all the time. You start getting around people who only bitch and moan, you're going to learn how to bitch and moan with them. You know, it's pretty crazy, ironic. I had a boss many moons ago. Every single day, we were breaking records, man. Sales records, profit records, the whole 9 yards. And every single day, this person came in and bitched and moaned about the littlest things constantly. And she wondered why she didn't like her job, because all she did was bitch about it all day long. And when you start understanding what you're saying, you'll start realize what you're bringing. The littlest thing this person would go off on. And I was saying, but look at what we've done. Most importantly, look at what you've done. It didn't register. That's the paradigm thinking. And the Saturday morning shows were fantastic back then. The conjunction, junction, and all. They actually taught us about, like, you know, vowels and syllables and government branches and stuff like that. Whereas now it's how to get high late or what medicine you want to take. It's a really different kind of setup for the American people. That's why I love the 40 to 60 crowd, because we have a chance. We have a chance just by flicking the switch of how we think, most importantly, and how we speak, most importantly, with our lives every single day, because that starts the process. That's a creation wheel. You're building a better paradigm. I think it was Allstate. I'm not sure if it was Allstate. One other insurance, they brought in a paradigm specialist, and they tripled their sales because they were teaching the salesmen how to act like better salesmen through their way of thinking. It's just something for you guys to ponder on this Sunday, guys. So stop talking about the way things are. Stop. You can create any realm of thinking that you want in your life. It's just a matter of you choosing that. What you choose, you become. And when you start choosing better thoughts, you start choosing how you speak those thoughts every single day. And it's not going to be a nice day. It is a nice day. You're not blessed. Indeed, I am blessed in all I do. Start getting more precise with whatever affirmations that you use, or what you jot down, or your generalized speech every single day. You're going to watch how your life changes. Why? Because you feel better. It's all about feeling, guys. It's all about how you feel about yourself and about life. So if you keep telling yourself you're ugly, you're going to keep attracting ugly things in life. It's a really simple analysis of self. And I say analysis a lot because we have to go back to that self-analysis to understand what we're bringing in life, to truly understand what we can create in life. So guys, happy Sunday to you. I'm gonna take care of I'm America's Mentor _radio on Instagram, at America's Mentor, Twitter, at America's Mentor on YouTube. It's up to you guys. Your paradigm, the noun, the patterns of your thoughts and your speech, and whatever you do in life all comes down to that. It's a creation machine, because not only are our thoughts powerful, like Rhonda said, but we are powerful as a whole. So happy Sunday to you guys. It's something to ponder. Have a good night, guys. I'll talk to you soon.